Hello everyone, welcome to Nerea-san channel. During my recent trip to Hong Kong as a guest teacher, I had the opportunity to sit down with the artistic director of the Grand Ballet, and today I'd love to share our conversation about ballet in Hong Kong, the challenges dancers face today, and how we can help the next generation of artists grow. I hope you enjoy!
We are with the artistic director of the Grand Ballet Studio, Ms. Janice. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Janice. I'm from Hong Kong. I was a principal dancer at the Arts Ballet Theater of Florida in the United States, and now I'm the founder and the artistic director of the Grand Ballet in Hong Kong.
Wow. Thank you so much for having me here. Had a great time teaching so far, and we have more lessons today and tomorrow. I'm looking forward to working with your students more. I thought of filming a little bit of an interview with you because I think that for the audience in Japan, probably would be interesting to get to know more about the ballet world at this time in Hong Kong. As you mentioned, you were a principal dancer in America, and now you are back in Hong Kong with your own studio. Firstly, how was your life in America as a professional ballet dancer?
I had a very great time in the United States because it provides me a lot of performance opportunity more than in Hong Kong. We don't have like a full-time professional ballet school. So around at the age about 16 years old, I told my parents I need to travel abroad. I want to dance professionally. So I told my parents I want to go out to the United States to explore more, and later on I want to audition for a professional ballet company.
Nice.
And I was very lucky that I was able to achieve that. And later on I became professional ballet dancers in the United States. This is an amazing place because there are a lot of ballet companies. Sometimes they give us a lot of performance. We do a tour performance.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of technique was it to train?
In Hong Kong, we usually do the RAD.
Oh, Royal Ballet.
Yeah, the
Yes,
Royal
yes.
Ballet. And because in Hong Kong, they focus certificates. Once we have the certificates, then we can go to a better primary school or secondary school or even like a university.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of parents, they actually prefer us to do RAD because they give us the certificate.
Right.
Yeah,
A paper.
yeah. But usually the school, they do the syllabus like the same syllabus over the year.
I see.
So we don't really have chance to learn like variations, repertoire, and sometimes we need free classes, right?
Yeah.
Later on, I changed to a different school that they focus on Fogata methods, and I think that's the method that actually helped me to improve a lot.
Then from there you went to America, and in Florida it was also Paranormal, right? If I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, the artistic director and the arts ballet in Florida, they actually focus on the Fogata training system. Yeah, and although I was already professional ballet dancers, but I still feel like I'm improving every day.
Nice. From Arts Ballet Florida, you came back to Hong Kong. What made you come here and start your own studio?
Well, actually, there was COVID-19, and everybody in the United States, we had to go through the lockdowns and the quarantine, right? We don't have to work, and we don't have money. So, in order to support our living expenses, we have to offer some ballet online ballet classes. And it's very surprised because we attracted a lot of Asian students, including some students from my hometown, Hong Kong. Yeah, and through teaching them, I actually see a big difference from Hong Kong students comparing to the other students from other countries. They have a lot of passions, they are hardworking, but their technical foundation and physical strength is a bit weaker than the others. Yeah, and a lot of them actually told me that how much they love ballet, very passionate, and the parents told me that we want their child to be professional dancer later on, but they don't see the future of it. They also told us that they improve a lot through these few months. So I feel very happy to hear that. And seeing them grow is actually very meaningful to me. It makes me happy. And that's the time that makes me fall in love into teaching. And that's why my husband and I decided to come back to Hong Kong and open to Grand Ballet.
Amazing. I think it takes a lot of courage as well, right? To leave the past life that you were living in America and open your own studio, which is very difficult to do, right?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of planning, a lot of things besides ballet knowledge, right? To keep it running. So I really admire you.
Thank you.
Yes. What is your vision or your future goals that you want to achieve with your studio?
Actually, what you are doing right now is my goal.
Oh, really?
Because we were both professional dancers in the United States, and then you go to Asia,
Yes.
and you open your own ballet company and you make full-length ballet performances. And that is actually my dream now. Yeah, because I really want to open a company in Hong Kong and try to make professional ballet performances.
Yes.
Because in Hong Kong we only have one major professional ballet company, and it's not like in the United States we don't have that much opportunities, and I want to create those opportunities.
Yes. Something I always think about is like there's so many schools, which is great because we give a platform for the students to learn. But once they finish the school, there aren't many opportunities. I think that idea of open another place where dancers can work, right, and earn a living, I think it's a great thing.
It's my goal. I really want to make that happen. But I think in Hong Kong it's very hard. First, we need to have good dancers, right? And also, we financially support is also important.
Yes.
And the space in Hong Kong is very small. The rental is expensive. That's why we are trying hard with the school to get bigger space, and then later on we can open a company.
How hard was it to build this beautiful studio? How long did it take? Challenges that you faced?
Actually, I opened this studio around 4.5 years ago, and it was in a very small space, only 1,300 square feet, and the ceiling is less than 3 meters. So we had a trouble when we do paddles because my head was like on top of the ceiling when I lifted up. So I told my husband, we need a bigger studio. We need a higher ceiling so that we can do all this flowing, all these technical things for the performance. So we get more students after 1 to 2 years, and then we moved to this studio. We like this building because they have high ceiling light, and it's very bright because they have all those windows here.
Yes, I love it. I love the design. It's super cute.
Stayed here for like 2 years in this building, and now we expand. We have this studio over here.
So beautiful. Yes, congratulations on opening it.
Thank you.
Yes. And for the design, did you design it yourself? Or?
Yes, I designed this by myself.
Wow, it's very calming and it's like so elegant and beautiful that I feel like when you enter the studio, it makes you want to be elegant. Beautiful. How do you see ballet in Hong Kong?
For me, in my point of view, because in Hong Kong there is only one major company. It's a big company, but I think we need more ballet companies in Hong Kong. And I think we need to promote the arts of ballet in Hong Kong more because in Hong Kong they focus a lot in their education, but not in arts. And I understand that education is very important, but I also want to tell the Hong Kong people that doing ballet is not just an after-school activity. It can also be a professional career.
Right.
Yeah, so I think they need to know more about ballet. So I'm trying to promote a lot in ballet to make them fall in love in ballet and to make them continue the professional career.
Yes. So there's one major ballet company, and how many schools are there?
There's a lot of schools here and different sizes of schools. I think there are more than 100 schools.
Wow.
Yeah, most of them are running the RED system. Though. But for government method, probably we only few of them.
Related to dance, I heard that there's also like Chinese dance company.
They have Hong Kong dance company that is doing the Chinese dance, and I'm not quite sure about it because I only focus in ballet. But they do a lot of performances in Hong Kong, and a lot of people are watching it.
I see. I feel like because it's a little bit more connected to the culture here, probably people are interested in watching it, right? How is the culture of ballet in Hong Kong?
When every time I go watch a performance, it's usually full. The theater is big though, and it's full. And when every time we have some international ballet stars, they came to Hong Kong, and it's all full.
Well, that's
And
great.
I think they like ballet a lot. They like to watch a lot. But in training wise, they don't know that in ballet we need to be very patient. And it takes a long time to get better.
In Hong Kong, how would you think approaching the audience here would make ballet even more popular? One thing that just talking to you came to my mind was like maybe connecting like Chinese dance with ballet, right? Because you mentioned it's popular, so
Actually, the company here has done that before. For example, the Hong Kong Ballet's the nutcracker. They actually put some Hong Kong styles into the nutcracker.
nice,
For example, in the second act, we usually have the Chinese dance, we have the Russian dance, and they change all those into the Hong Kong traditional dance.
wow,
Yes.
that's so interesting.
Yes. For example, do you know dim sum?
Yes,
In Hong Kong, they put dim sum dance.
oh my god, that's so cute.
It's very interesting,
Yeah.
and I think if you have time, you should come and watch the Hong Kong Standard.
Yes, I feel like, of course, connect with the people, right? Because
Yeah.
people here, everybody knows dim sum, so
Everybody loves like watching the nutcracker and the Christmas, and they make it into like a Chinese Hong Kong style, and I think it's nice, and we should do something more like that. And actually, I think the major company here, they are very active. They actually also try their best to promote ballet. If you go to the metro in Hong Kong, you will see a lot of ballet pictures on the wall. I will show you that later on. It's amazing.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. So the city itself is also trying to promote ballet.
I think they are trying their best actually.
Nice, nice. That's great. So a professional ballet dancer, you know, as you mentioned, it's not always easy to find a job. How is it the life of a dancer here? Are there like a lot of opportunities? Is it easy to make a living?
We have a lot of dancers from around the world in the major company here. Rarely see like Hong Kong local dancer in the company. I think it's mainly because we don't have like a professional school starting from young age. They do have like a professional university in Hong Kong, but university usually starts from age 18, right? So it was kind of too late to train a well dancer. Yeah, so usually the company, they have mainland dancer and also dancers from the university. And I hope that the salary is good. Is able to support the living expenses.
In Japan, for example, that's another reason why we created our company, because again, there's a lot of professional ballet dancers that want to have a job, but most of companies don't really provide a stable salary. Here, so you're saying it's better, right? The dancers.
Yeah, they at least are able to support their rent to live. Some dancers, if they want to make more money, they will do some part-time job by teaching. And some of them, if they don't want to teach, they just be a dancer. That is enough in that.
Yeah. In Japan, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you join a company and you have to do a part-time job to support yourself. So that's a little bit sad because, of course, you need to make a living. So you have to spend your energy, right, for the part-time job, but that's kind of taken away from your ballet career. Like, it's very true.
I heard that in Japan there are many small companies, and some of my friends told me, you know, in Japan, when you take company class, you have to pay for it.
Yes. Yeah.
And that shocks me a lot because when I was dancing in the United States, it's usual that we take ballet class before the rehearsal. That's such a good, and you don't have to pay extra.
Right.
So should what you have to pay when you take classes? But what about rehearsal? Sometimes we don't get paid by rehearsal. We only get paid in the performance. No, that's not enough.
If you create a company, what kind of vision do you have?
For me, if I have a company, of course, I would like to do a lot of different kind of full-length ballet. This is actually what I'm doing right now. It's just the dancers that we have right now, they are all students. Yeah, but to make the full-length ballet is very hard. But I love to do that. Yeah, and I would love to put some of my choreography to the full-length ballet to create my own version of the full-length ballet. That's my goal.
This is also in Japan, but here I've seen that the schools train their students for ballet competitions a lot. How important are ballet competitions here?
I always told my students that competition is just another opportunity for them to perform. As I mentioned before, we don't have that much opportunity in Hong Kong. That's why I encourage them to participate in the competition, because stage experiences is very. If you dance well in the studio, it doesn't mean that we dance well on stage. So you need more experiences. Of course, competition also give them a goal. And I think it's important for each student to give themselves a goal. For example, I'm trying to get better next time. I'm trying to make this pirouette perfect next time on stage. And I think it's a good way for them to improve. And sometimes not just participating in the local ballet competitions, we also encourage them to explore more in overseas. Like we travel abroad to Shanghai, sometimes to Taiwan, and actually we went to Japan, Fukuoka. Yes, and also we went to United States for the World Ballet Competition.
That's very nice. Sometimes the students are so focused on winning, right? That they miss the chance of exploring their artistry as well. But technique, of course, is very important. But there's also a gap between when students participate in competitions and then the company, right? In order to perform a full-length ballet, you need to know the story and value storytelling as well.
So I always tell my students, you need to be in the character. You need to tell the audience that you are in the character. For example, when we are doing Esmeralda narration, do you understand what is the character of this man? Not only being strong, she's also feminine. For example, Black Swan, she's not only evil. She needs to pretend that she is White Swan. You need to understand the story of the character in order to really show that you understand. And I think that's the most important thing,
Right.
especially for professional dancers. And I told them the places that you get is not that important. If you lose, it doesn't mean that you're always a loser. And if you win, it doesn't mean that you will be a principal dancer later on. So focus on the experiences that they are going through is more important.
And also, the jury is probably like 5 people. That's only 5 people's opinions. But, we have the world as an audience, right? So we are not always everybody's cup of tea, but that's art as well. I see it like as a painting, right? Like you can go to a museum and you can be like, oh, I love this painting. I don't like this painting, right?
Yes.
As an audience.
Yes.
And a painting is like a full combination of colors and design and artistry, lines, feet, curves, like all combined, right?
Yeah, all together.
Right.
It has to be perfectly everything together.
This time, I'm super grateful to be here in Hong Kong to get to know your students, your beautiful studio. I was wondering, how did you know about me? What made you invited this time?
Because I met you in the United States, and I also saw you dancing in the harmony class. I'm actually very impressed by you.
Oh,
Yes, because I like the way how you dance. You show the passion, and also you make it so light, and it looks like very effortless. And I think it's very important in ballet that everything is hard, but you have to make it look easy. And that's you did it. Yeah, so I really like to see you dancing. And also, because our school is based on the Bolshoi method, the Russian ballet training, so our top priority is to invite guest teachers who know the system well. And I know that you were graduated from the Bolshoi Ballet Academy. And I also follow your journey on social media. And I knew that you opened a ballet company and you were doing something that I was dreaming to do. So I think our vision is kind of similar, and I think it's meaningful to invite you to work with our students.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm having this interview, but I'm so happy to get to know you as well in your dreams, and I love learning from all these experiences. So I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you.
Yes, and I hope the students have fun as well. I'm very surprised because they all speak perfect English, right? And they're all very passionate, as you mentioned, and they all have beautiful terms and beautiful feet and lines, and I can see the good work that you are doing with them.
Thank you so much. I want to ask about the ballet show. What makes your company different to the other company in Japan?
I think that what it makes it different is our approach. We put the audience first when we create a production. So we always try to think what is going to be enjoyable for them, right? I think sometimes, of course, as a company, you want to do the production that you want as an artist and as an artistic director, but in our case, we are thinking what they would like to see first. So we try to make productions that they are easy to understand for them, easy to follow, and easy to enjoy, right? So we create the productions thinking this will be, let's say, for a ballerina teacher. How can we make this approach? So we mix different art forms. We have opera singers, musical singers as well. We have different dancers, not just ballet dancers, but we had hip hop dancers, we have ballroom dancers. We also had circus performers. So we try to mix different elements, right? Coming from America, that element of a show. Right? So the audience, as we said about the dim sum, they can see this entertainment and kind of connect with it. So that when we show them also pure ballet in the same production, they can kind of enjoy and have complete experience.
Wow, that's nice. And I saw that you did something like Snow White.
Yeah.
And I know that Snow White or
Yes.
It's not like a very common classical ballet that the companies do. So did you choreograph the whole ballet?
Yes.
Wow, this is amazing. Yes, it will take you a lot of effort and time to do that, right?
Yeah. So it takes us about 6 months to put together our production, and that includes picking up the music. We also have composers work with us to create music specific for our productions. Of course, choreography, costume sets takes about 6 months. And with the dancers, we had a very tight schedule. We only had 8 rehearsals with them.
How long is each rehearsal?
From 10 to 6.
Very intense.
Yes.
All 8 times.
Right, it's go. Yes.
I also rehearse my students to dance the full-length ballet, and I know it's very hard. But of course, I haven't done my choreography yet. But just following the classical ballet like La Bayadere, it's choreographed by Marius Kadapa, and we just we follow the choreography that he did. It was a lot of time to make two dancers to sing together, to dance together. It's hard, and I can't believe you just make all this done by 8 rehearsals. Right now you're doing is you have a company here, and now you have a studio. You told me to open a school,
Right.
but right now we are in the opposite way.
You're doing a different
We're in the opposite way. I have a school now, and I want to make a company in the future. So we can exchange some information.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed today's interview. One of the things that inspire me the most is meeting people who dedicate their lives to helping the next generation of dancers grow. No matter our backgrounds or cultures, our love for this art is something we all share. I hope this interview inspired you as well. See you in the next video. Bye bye.